down the gutter are we going to go, Aka? Up, Whitey Nerdigans, this is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Kaguya-sama Love is War chapter 218. And the past few chapters, we've been really going down this gutter, and I'm getting close to saying 50 Shades of Aka, especially after last chapter. That kickiness, man. Woo! But, I'm really curious what's going to be happening this week, because we're literally continuing off, from last week's chapter, so this is going to be interesting. I'm curious if we're going to see more shenanigans and more perviness, or are we going to see something more romantic, something more serious, or something even more intellectual? Let's get to this chapter and see what Aka has in store for us this week. I'll be going out for karaoke with Tsubami senpai, with the cheer team, so I'll be heading out early today. Ishigami, I'm gonna smack you across the face. The committee is stepping up patrols this week, so I'll be heading out now too. I'm gonna go play Among Us with the TG Club. See y'all later. And nah, I don't play Among Us. I don't even watch AOC play Among Us, so yeah. You guys could go do that, but not me. And this chapter is titled The ABCs of Men and Women Part 4. Alright, see you guys next week. Picking up where we left off, our two protagonists continue to be beleaguered by their sexuality. Looks like it's just the two of us now. Just the two of us? What's wrong? No, it's just... honestly, it's all so stupid! Shinomiya, it's nothing. I've just been thinking a bit recently. President... Not over there. Over here. Woo! Woo! We're getting into the deep stuff. According to Darwin's theory of evolution, our species is separated into males and females simply as a result of survival of the fittest. I'm gonna wait until the end of this portion, then I'll give you my thoughts, because I want to see where Aka going with this. Having two genders maximizes the probability of our species survival. With that in mind, there isn't really any point in trying to find any deeper meaning in life. Destiny meaning existence. In the eyes of Darwin, they're nothing but a joke. Why bring this up now? Though, to be honest, I like talking about this kind of stuff too. All living creatures evolve for survival, not happiness. Even the slightest happiness I'm feeling right now is nothing more than a reaction to the chemicals being released by my brain. Once you get into the topic of evolution, the meaning of life becomes cloudy. No wonder why so many religious leaders fight so hard to deny it. Woo! Aka going in! What do you think the meaning of life is, President? Let's see. I guess I'd say it's about striving to get even a step closer to the person I want to be. The person you want to be? Yeah, whether it's someone I want to be like or a kind of lifestyle I admire. Deciding on an ideal version of yourself and working to get closer to that ideal, that's what I think the meaning of life is. Ooh. Alright, so before I get into Miyuki's ideal version of himself, we gotta talk about this. So I really love what Aka did with this. I have to say this. I'm sorry. I have to say it. When this gets adapted in anime form, or of course, if a certain sect of the manga community happens to read this, they are going to be trying to cancel the shit out of Aka because of the two gender stuff. They are, let's be real. And I'm gonna say this. This is not transphobic. It is not fucking transphobic. What Kaguya is doing is quoting Darwin. If you got a problem with that shit, then go cancel fucking Darwin. Go cancel Charles fucking Darwin, who's dead. You are being anti-science if you have a problem with what Kaguya is fucking saying. With the two genders. Seriously. Tired of this bullshit. Tired of this shit. Because the same thing happened with J.K. Rowling. So, And yeah, before you fucking ask, I still support J.K. Rowling. I don't give a fuck what you tell me. She was not being transphobic, and neither is Akka and slash Kaguya. They aren't being transphobic. Stop being fucking anti-science in this situation. It's not transphobic. Jesus Christ. And Akka, you better stand your ground on this, but I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen in regards to the anime. Oh, you best believe this is gonna happen. One or two things is gonna happen. One, this chapter ain't gonna get adapted. That would be very ballsy if this chapter gets adapted in an anime form. If it does, it'll be one, it might get banned from the US, which would be very, very surprising. I'd be shocked by this. The other thing that could happen is, and I know this will happen, the dub will change the wording. Oh, damn straight. It will. The English dub will definitely do it. They've been doing it a lot, so you best believe it's gonna happen. And I think the sub will too. I'm talking about the translation, not the actual dialogue. I'm talking about just the translation itself. It will change it too. Watch. But the thing is, what Akka is doing is just so freaking brilliant. She going in on like she going in on the religious people. She going in on the anti-science people. It's great. Fucking love what Akka's doing here. And I love what Miyuki says here. All living creatures evolve for survival, not happiness, because this kind of reminds me of a lot what we saw in Attack on Titan with what Zeke was saying. I'm sorry I'm spoiling Attack on Titan manga, but you guys should be all caught up. With what Zeke was saying, and we've seen it in other series too, about like their interpretation. And Fire Force, that's the other series what I'm thinking about. The end game of evolution is death. No, it is not. Because all living creatures evolve for survival. Not to die, to survive. Yeah, the end point of evolution, sure. You're gonna die. Yeah. But what happens is you would whoever adapts and evolves to survive will survive, because it's, survival of the fittest. But I do love that, in a way, I do love that Miyuki is talking about how, the slightest happiness he's feeling right now is nothing more than a reaction to the chemicals being released by his brain and all that. But the other thing I really love is what he's saying about his ideal what his version of the meaning of life is. I think it's so brilliant. And in all reality, I think it's really true. I'm really curious what you guys think in regards to what Miyuki is saying about the meaning of life being striving to get even a step closer to the person that you want to be. I think that's so fucking brilliant. It's just, and I'm not gonna lie, it really kind of makes me think of Platinum End. If you haven't read that manga, you should. That manga is fucking deep. Oh god, I really love this. Alright, let's get to what Miyuki's ideal version of himself is. In that case, what does the ideal version of yourself look like? It's pretty embarrassing to say out loud, and I know there's no way I'd ever achieve it. But I want to be a person who can bring peace to the world or something. It's cheesy. Don't laugh. That's wonderful. I know, it's so fucking cheesy, but goddamn, it's still adorable. That's wonderful, honestly. Well, now that you made me say it, how about you? Who's your ideal self, eh? Promise me you won't be surprised, okay? Woo! I want to become someone who can rule over the world. What? Woo! You know what? I ain't surprised by this. Someone who can't be... Ooh! Let's see what she means by this. Okay, I'm going to start from this. I want to become someone who can rule over the world. Someone who can't be controlled. Someone who can't be defied by anybody. That's the kind of person I want to be. Woo! It seems like, my ideal is the exact opposite of yours, so I guess one of us is going to have to settle for less. No, Kaguya's version of her ideal self, it's kind of like it's not what you think it is on the surface. No, like on the surface you're like, oh shit, she's kind of like a supervillain. No, what she wants is she wants to conquer the world that she's in. Because remember, Kaguya is kind of, in a way, she's kind of enslaved by the patriarchy. She wants to become free and take over that motherfucker. That's what she wants to do. I see what you're doing, Aka. I ain't dumb. No, that might not necessarily be the case. After all, I'm sure a world ruled by you would also be a world at peace. Oh, I see. I know what he means by that. He's talking about because of the Shinomiya conglomerate. That's what she really means. And Miyuki knows once that happens, the world will be at peace because the family will be at peace. And all the businesses will, everything will be at peace in the business world because and the family will be at peace because what the Shinomiyas are doing to even each other, like, God, it is flat. And even the businesses, it's like, and yeah, I understand, like, all that shit going on in the business world, like, business is brutal and shit, but come on, there's like there's a line, okay? Come to think of it, now that Hayasaka isn't at your place anymore, are you still doing all right? I've recently been sent a new attendant, but it's likely someone closely tied to my brother. I don't have it. See what I mean? She wants to rule the world. I don't have any room to breathe. If only we could just walk together like this forever. In that case, how would you like to come over for dinner tonight? You haven't seen our new apartment yet, have you? My dad's gonna be out drinking until tomorrow morning. Plus, it's Kay's turn to cook tonight. God. Plus, it's Kay's turn to cook tonight. Kay's cooking, huh? How lovely. Are you sure it's okay for me to come over? Of course. Behold, an electronic locking system! How secure! We have an elevator too! How convenient! And this is my room. I've been sharing a room with Kay my whole life, but now I finally have some space to myself. Your old one was nice and cozy in its own way, though. I finally got a bed, too. It's so comfortable. Oh, shoot. There's definitely another way to interpret what I just said. I've got to cover it up somehow. To be honest, I really would have preferred a loft bed with an attached desk. But my dad was all like, oh, this? You don't want a bed like this. Why not? It's way more compact, isn't it? Trust me, you'll absolutely regret it later. Having to climb up the ladder is going to be fatal. Plus, they're not exactly quiet either. Surely climbing up the ladder can't be that bad. As your father, let me give you some serious advice. Just get a normal bed. Eh? I really don't get it. Having your bed less accessible is supposed to be good for keeping yourself focused. To be honest, I thought it was a pretty weird thing for that smooth-talking devil to suggest. Oh, I know what he's talking about. Oh, Dad is smart. He's thinking about that kind of thing. I've never had a bed until now, so maybe I don't get it. Is it really that bad? No, I think what your dad meant was, oh, God, you got it. Oh, now I get it. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it in a weird way. It took Miyuki a second. God, yeah, she got it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. In any case, Kay's pretty late. Guess we'll be having a late dinner. Ooh, sorry, staying with... Oh, they got the house to themselves, or the apartment to themselves. Sorry, staying with Moa tonight. Go order some Uber Eats or something. What's wrong? Apparently, Kay's staying over at Fujiwara's place tonight. My dad won't be back tonight either. Let's just call it a day. We can do this some other time. Is that so? Should I really go back home? Oh my God! At that moment, Shiragani finally felt the full reality of his father's words. Dude, Dad is playing Wingman! I'm not really sure what I should do in this situation. I don't really know that much. Yeah. Oh my God, is this gonna really happen? Yeah, I've never done anything like this before either. In that case, want to stay the night? And so the curtains rise on the climax of the couple's war of love and brains! What? And next time, just what exactly is winning and losing? Will they put their integrity at stake? Or perhaps, big first! Oh my god! Hold up a sec! And so next chapter is the start of the final arc. Oh my god! Oh my god! This my mind is Aka and me are on the same page for a couple of things. But yeah, we are definitely going into the final arc next week. Officially, I'm very excited for this. I can't wait to see how this is gonna go down. Oh my god. This is gonna end bad. I'm not talking about the sex part. Nah, I'm not talking about the sexy time. I'm talking about what's gonna come after that. With her brother. Oh boy, it is going to... I know her brother said that she could do the nasty and all that. She can have sex and all that. But... ooh... once she does... because she didn't come home... without her telling him... oh boy. It's going to get ugly. So the final arc is starting next week. I'm really curious what you guys think of the setup for the final arc. I really love this setup. That the ABCs of sex here have really set the stage for this final arc. This is great, Aka. I'm really excited. The other thing that is possible here, if this is not the final arc and climax means like the final chapter of this manga and that we're going into a sequel manga, which I would not be mad about. Aka, if you want to go this route and go like what Mashima and Nakaba have done, but I would be fine with that. But the difference is between what Aka is doing, and if again this is if I'm right on this, that Aka would be doing, and like what Mashima and Nakaba did, is Aka would be setting up this sequel perfectly, kind of like with what we saw with in a way like kind of like what we saw with Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man, what did I say? They rushed Chainsaw Man's part 1. I don't know if they rushed. I don't know if I would say they rushed. I'm trying to think if they would rush Chainsaw Man's first part ending or not. I'm kind of torn on that one, but I think Aka's. If Aka does end this with this next chapter and does a sequel manga for the next part, I would not be mad about that. Instead of just keeping, Kaguya-sama Love is War going. I think that might actually be the smart thing to do because of this setup. This setup is so perfect to just end Kaguya-sama Love is War and go into a sequel series for, for the next battle. I would not be mad at that at all. But we'll have to see what Aka wants to do. We'll see. I'm really curious what you guys think. Do you guys think that based on this chapter, especially with what Aka says here, and so the curtains rise on the climax of the couple's war of love and brains, it says just how this is ended. This chapter ends, how it's written, and how everything, and how this portion, this fucking portion of the arc has been set up. Shit, it just feels like Aka's gonna end Love is War here and then just go into like a sequel manga. That's what it feels like to me. It just would make so much more sense to go this route. I'm really curious what you guys think. Do you guys think Akka's gonna end it with like the big first and finish setting up like a sequel setting up everything for like the sequel manga being like the the next part, or do you think she's just gonna keep going with Kaguya-sama Love is War? I'm really curious what you guys think. To me, it just would make sense to end Kaguya-sama Love is War, take a break, and get things ready, get some more inspiration on like how she wants to do the next the next part. To me, that just would make more sense, because if you look at what we've gotten from what we've gotten from Nakaba, what we've gotten with Mashima for 100 Years Quest in the case of Nakaba, and if you have not been reading the Four Nights of the Apocalypse, oh my god, what Nakaba has been doing with that manga, holy shit, I really love what Nakaba has been doing with Four Nights of the Apocalypse. So far, we've been getting really good stuff from that manga. Minus like a couple of hiccups in the art. But we've been getting some good stuff in Four Nights of the Apocalypse so far. And obviously with Fairy Tail 100 Years Quest, oh my god, that manga is so good. I'm telling you, I think it would just make the most sense to go this route. But I'm curious what you guys think. Do you guys think that Akka gonna go this route, or do you think Akka's just gonna keep going? We've seen it. We've seen this kind of thing happen with Gintama, where Gintama just kept going. So we'll have to wait and see. And also we saw how Beastars did it with this writing too, where it said it was heading into the final climax of Beastars. So it's gonna be either way. But I'm very curious what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. if you love what I'm doing and want to help keep this channel alive so I can keep bringing you more Kaguya content. There's a few ways you could do that. You could donate to my Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, purchase something on my Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, friend me on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later.